Hey everybody, it's James. How you doing? I am excited to get back into Breaking Bad. We are watching season 4, episode 8. I am wearing my Hawkeye sweatshirt because the women's basketball had an amazing game last night. They were in the final final four, and they won against, I think it was South Carolina, which had been undefeated since like 2022, like 46 games or something crazy, 43 games, something like that. But they beat them by 3, I think. They ended up beating them by 3. It was a very, very good game. Congratulations to the women's basketball team for Iowa, as it's the first time they've ever gone to the national championship. So congratulations to them. Last episode of Breaking Bad, it was season 4, episode 7. Lots of little things happened, but one major thing happened. Hank associating Gus with Gale. Therefore, Gus is associated with the production of methamphetamines. That's the huge thing that happened. Way to go, Hank. Good job, buddy. Let's see what happens this episode. Thank you so much for being a Patreon exclusive member.
This attack on my brother-in-law,
What are we doing? Going backwards?
I fear for my family.
Sure, they'll be fine. The assassin that survived is gravely injured.
Yeah, Mike killed him.
Thank you. Thank you again.
You're quite welcome.
8:43.
Burn in hell.
And there's Mike.
Succumbed to his wounds earlier this evening.
What are we doing with Hector? Who is this? Oh, it's Gus with Hector.
Your nephews grew impatient. They continued to press me for my permission to kill Walter White.
He's gonna tell him he killed him.
Marco was shot in the face and died instantly. Leonel lingered for several hours. Today, the federales raided his hacienda. One was shot dead.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. He's telling him everything.
At any rate, I thought you should hear it from me. This is what comes, blood for blood, Hector.
Oh, goodness. Still bald. I wonder how long we're gonna stay bald.
So is this the loud one?
No, this is the PET CT scan. Quiet, no magnets.
Yeah, thanks. I'm still pretty new at this. I mean, one minute I'm starting a new business, walk into a doctor's office.
He's trying to talk to you, Walt.
I mean, life as I know it will never...
Excuse me. Hear a progress report on that thing we discussed. So call me.
Letting go, giving up control. You know, man plans and God laughs.
Never give up control. Live life on your own
Really?
terms.
Cancer's cancer, so...
To hell with your cancer.
Oh.
I've been living with cancer for the better part of a year. Every life comes with a death sentence. So every few months I come in here for my regular scan. One of these times, I'm gonna hear some bad news. But until then, who's in charge? Me. That's how I live my life.
Stick together. He's basically running this place by himself now.
Pollos hermanos. Yes, detective.
Oh, we're getting called in. That's it, the guy he killed. Oh, he's gonna see Hank.
Gustavo, thanks for coming in.
My pleasure.
And you know Hank Schrader?
Yes, indeed.
Well, should we get started? I'd like to record this conversation if that's okay.
Of course.
You have the right to have an attorney present.
Can't see how that would be necessary.
Sir, your fingerprints were found at a crime scene.
Really?
Right.
A drug-related homicide.
Gail Bedeker's apartment.
Yep.
So you knew the victim.
15 years ago, I established a chemistry scholarship. Gail was a recipient of this scholarship.
Wow, backstory.
And you kept in regular contact with him?
I ran into him a few weeks ago
Ran into him where?
at the restaurant. He caught up briefly, and he invited me to dinner the following night, and I accepted. So a week later, I read about him in the paper. Drug-related, you said?
It's a good possibility.
So after years of no contact, he shows up in your restaurant.
Yeah, he wanted money, a vague investment opportunity. He was a very, very talented chemist.
What a great backstory for him.
I thought a lot of him.
Can you tell us where you were 3rd at around 8 p.m.?
Let's see. I was at a fundraiser at Presbyterian Hospital.
Was there from 7 to about 10.
Anyone else?
Just one other thing. Is Gustavo Fring your real name?
Is it my real name?
I know you're a Chilean national. There are no records of you ever living there.
Really?
No record of Gustavo having existed.
Hank's looking into you.
Strange.
Oh, really, it isn't. Pinochet's government was guilty of a great many sins. Notoriously unreliable at keeping records. I'm sure if you keep digging, you'll find me.
Very smooth.
Hope that I was of some small help.
Thank you.
Please don't get up.
Thanks.
He comes across as so affable, just very courteous and everything. He's a little nervous. Uh-huh.
So, are we buying? Before 86, this guy's a ghost.
I was definitely curious when his print showed up at Odenkirk. For me, the scholarship thing explains it.
This man has been a long-time friend of DEA. I thought his story was credible.
Yeah, I think it was a good story.
My overall impression, I believed him.
Hey, Tiger, how's it hanging?
What is he doing?
Yeah.
Look at, she got herself a house.
Very nice. That's for the week.
Thank you.
Nosy neighbor.
You'll thank Jesse again from both of us.
You got it.
How's he doing?
He's good. He's busy.
He's clean.
How is it?
Space, lots of light. It's nice.
Why don't you go visit them?
If you really want to know how they're doing, why don't you go see for yourself?
Yeah. You could start a little family.
I'll catch you later.
Hey, you gonna need a ride home?
No.
I hope he says hi. What are we doing? We're packing stuff with money. That's cool. Little one-way valve. Yeah, you're gonna need a new rod. That rod's bending. Look at it. Yep. Love that. Oh no, they're all just shoved underneath the house.
Hey, Dad, whatever happened with your scan?
I'm still in remission.
Good.
You're all gonna have to be stuck with me for a while longer.
Sure.
What about you, Hank?
Yeah, you know, getting there.
The other day, he had a big powwow with all the DEA muckety-mucks.
Uh-huh. Let's get into it.
Nothing. It's dead end.
Apparently, it's all very hush-hush.
Hey, Walt, you do me a favor? This gem and mineral show that's opening at the fairgrounds. Give me a lift.
Yeah. I had a collection of my own back in high school.
How's he doing this with the stuff at Gus's?
One piece of morganite that was very special.
Are they actually going to a gem and rock show, or is Hank doing more investigating?
There's no rock show, okay?
I
just said that so Marie wouldn't freak.
Saw this coming.
Hank, where are we going? You hungry?
Are we back at the chicken place again?
We're not here for the chicken. You ready for your mind to be blown?
Sure.
Gustavo Fring.
What about him?
I suspect the man's a drug dealer.
And then if he gets videotape of those two together, this would be very, very bad.
That this guy is maybe one of the biggest movers in the Southwest. Remember Gail Bedecker? And you said that he didn't strike you as being the boss man type.
Yeah, if you weren't so drunk, you dummy.
Chicken Man's fingerprints at Bedecker's murder scene. So we bring him in, proceeds to kick our asses. He's got an explanation for everything. Something deep down says he's my guy.
Well, Walt, you need to tell him you don't like to be involved.
Hank, why are you telling me this?
Yeah.
I need a favor. See that Volvo station wagon over there? Stick this on it.
Is that a GPS tracker?
GPS tracker. See where he goes. 289 from Sky Mall. It's not live view, so we got to come back later and take it off and stick it in the computer. Pretty amazing time.
Uh-huh.
Hank, isn't that illegal?
Extra legal.
Extra legal. Is that Mike? Oh, God.
Bend down to tie your shoe. You stick this up into the wheel well.
I don't feel good about this at all.
Yeah.
Well, I need you to help me out here, okay? Jesus, just you make me beg you? Come on, just stick it in there.
I mean, he can tell Mike where it is and everything. Oh, gosh.
May I help you?
Just tell him.
I didn't do it. Do it.
Oh.
May I help you with your order?
Okay.
Hey, where's my soda? Let's go.
Just a reminder that I'm offering a 7-day free trial to new Patreons. That is where you can find all my full reactions and this exclusive content. Oh, his ear's all stitched up.
I swear to God, I thought I was driving the man to a gem and mineral show. You and I, we've had our differences, but I would never. My brother-in-law, evidence-wise, has nothing. He's operating on pure conjecture.
There you go. Tell him the truth. Tell him the truth. God, I was so, intrigued. I don't think I said a word for, 5 minutes.
We have a mutual interest in resolving this without violence. I will make sure that he discovers nothing.
Is he even watching?
Jesse!
Oh, hey, don't wait to be, invited.
We stand with the thing. Assume you haven't done it. We're timetable has advanced. You have got to make this meeting happen.
No, God.
What are you, high? My DEA agent brother-in-law, he's on to Gus. Huh?
I'm thinking. Tell him it's not through you. Tell him it's through Gale.
Hank catching Gus equals Hank catching us.
All right, he won't quit. Well, he's got nothing. Think a dude like Gus would let your boy anywhere near him?
You gotta get this out of your head, dude. It's not gonna happen.
Tell Mike that you are worried about Hank's investigation.
It's all good fodder for you to request a sit-down with Gus.
If I was him, I would just flush it.
Mike's just gonna tell me to shut my mouth if I get busted.
Jesse, tell him off. Tell him you're sick of his crap.
Take a piss.
Boy, those floodlights aren't doing crap. Did you notice on the ground the floodlights are just circles? Nah. Screw with his phone. Meeting is off. Something came up.
I think you got a phone call.
I just read an article that Gen Z kids or something, or the latest generation kids, are actually preferring dumb phones. They want less screen time. I think that's good. More flip phones and those, like, remember those phones you could flip up the screen and there was a keyboard? Those are coming back apparently.
Yes?
Did some digging around.
Neither the DEA nor the APD considers you a person of interest.
Looking into you totally on his lonesome.
From what I hear, he'd be committing career suicide if he were to mention you to Merkert again. Guy's gone totally maverick. We watch our backs, make sure we don't throw him any bones.
What about Chile?
If I can't find any trace of you before 89, I seriously doubt Schrader can.
Seems to me the bigger problem's the cartel. If he happens to be watching when they make a move,
It could be the perfect storm.
Thank you. I'll be in touch.
What is he gonna do with it? There you go. Go do your errands and stuff. What is that in the background? Is there a frickin' like ostrich in the background? That's what it looked like to me, an ostrich. Oh, we're back to Hector. You're Salamanca, right? I wrote down the bell guy.
Hello, Hector. The cartel has given me its ultimatum, to which I've said no. DEA agent Schrader, he's a concern.
Why are you confiding in him?
He's looking into my past.
We're getting background on Gus?
Todo va a salir bien.
Trust yourself. Is this young Hector? He's going to pee in his own pool.
Jefe, te va a cortar los huevos.
He's gonna rip your balls off. I want to know who the boss is.
Pollos
the Chicken
Hermanos.
Brothers.
Muy bien, gracias.
Los grandes chef. Se lo juro por mi madre. En todo México.
Gracias, don Hilario. Todos los halagos son para él.
Si tu socio es el
Partner is
chef,
the chef, yep.
¿quién eres tú?
De las
Business
operaciones
operations, sure,
del
okay.
negocio.
What are we doing here with...
Eres el businessman. ¿No hay nada más que ofrecen?
Oh, he thinks they're dealing drugs.
Ellos regresan no solamente con el pollo.
They came back with more than chicken.
Regresan endrogados. Metanfetamina.
Yo no sobrevení. Les di muestras para que se las tiraran a usted, don Hilario.
Bueno, nosotros, don Eladio, yo soy bioquímico de profesión.
Oh, a biochemist.
Es cristalizada, como vidrio. Es más pura la quiralidad.
Oh.
Don Hilario, este producto triplicaría sus ganancias.
Triple. Perhaps quadruple your profits.
A mis hombres sí le gusta su producto. Héctor, ¿cómo no le ofreces a los invitados?
This is the young Hector.
Tengo dos licenciaturas, una de bioquímica.
Biochemistry and chemical engineering. Wow.
Montar un laboratorio para usted y entrenar a su gente para...
This is a good plan.
Fantástico. Pero quiero que me digas una cosa.
This is going sideways.
Para mí, este hombre es la persona más leal, más... Yo lo necesito. Él es mi compañero. Por favor, se lo...
Oh! What happened? Why? Why?
Míralo. Tú le hiciste eso.
You did this to him? Wow.
Ya no estás en Chile.
You're not in Chile anymore.
Quédate con los pollos.
Wow. Holy cow. We know a big backstory on Gus now. That's messed up.
Look at me, Hector. Look at me.
He knows what he did. They both know the history.
Maybe next time.
Is it just how long is it going to take for me to kill you? Holy crap. Okay, let's talk about it. First of all, I'm sorry if I just zoned out for like 5 minutes because I was so enjoying this entire episode. I was enthralled in it. I don't know if I said a word or not. I'll have to go back and look at my edit. Anyways, wow. So Hank is doing naughty things. They know he's doing naughty things. Are they going to turn him in for it? Probably not, but still. We found out the backstory between Hector and Gus, and it's not a good one. But I think it's some insight into the relationship between Walt and Gus, because Walt can create that pure, whatever this is called, meth or whatever. And maybe the meth that his friend created back in the day is like the same. And that's what he sees in Walt, is that perfectionism, that creating that perfect product that he loves so much with his, whatever partner back in the day when Hector killed him. I don't know. That episode was just a little shocking to me. It really was. I'm glad I had the subtitles on. I caught pretty much everything. But man, Hector and Gus have a history. It's a bad problem. Oh, I am so enjoying this series, and I hope you are enjoying this series as well with me. But yeah, thank you so much for being Patreon exclusive members as always, and never forget that you are awesome. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.